Good morning and welcome to What's Up Monday. It is October 18th and fall has fallen. The chilly weather starting to set in and it's time for some sweatshirts and hoodies. So before we get started, make sure if you're watching this on Facebook or our YouTube channel, hit that like button and let me know that you've watched that video so that way you kind of keep an idea of who is actually paying attention and who else I need to reach out to make sure you get today's information. First and foremost, yesterday you received an awesome text. Our brand new referral program has launched. You have the opportunity for the next 30 days to earn $300 for every friend that signs up for the program. The really cool part is they don't have to sign up in 30 days. If you refer somebody today, use the form that we talk about. I'll make sure that I send that out or I'll put it in the link in below this video. That you fill in their name and say they sign up in December. It still tracks back that you referred them and you would still get the $300. So think about it as somebody that would benefit from the program. Make sure you talk to them, see if they would be interested, fill out the information, and let's get some friends in the program. Also wanted to let you guys know the virtual training aspect and the growth is something we've talked about in an ongoing fashion. To give you an example, you may not know that I teach it's called Better Bank, and it's based in New York, but they have remote employees all over the United States, and I teach daily a class for their kids at 4 p.m. So talking about going to school and how to learn, you're not going to be locked into that local elementary school or middle school in the coming years. Virtual training is going to be something that's going to start taking over more and more, and you're going to be able to select your instructor. On a second note, last week I was hired by the Girl Scouts of Wyoming and Montana to do the life skills program. So they found my website, they looked at the program, they saw the life skills that we're teaching, really liked it, so they've hired me to teach their girls. We did our first class last week, and it was really awesome meeting people from states away that otherwise we would never meet. So lots of great education opportunities coming up as the future continues to mature and grow. This Friday, speaking of education, I will be traveling to Rhode Island to meet with my coach for the weekend to get some better drills, tips, and ideas on how to improve the program. So there will be no karate class on this particular Friday. You will notice if you go into the schedule, there are no options to attend on Friday. That is because I won't be here, and we have belt testing next week. So we'll be getting ready for that instead. Speaking of, it's week 7. Belt testing is next week. So this week is review week. We're going to be making sure that the kids are ready to belt test. So a couple of things. Parents, you need to make sure that you register for belt testing in the app. Every student tests. So again, we're starting to get some messages from 3 or 4 parents saying, well, I don't think they're ready, so they're not going to test. If you remove testing from the process, you are destroying everything that we're trying to do. If your child is misbehaving or they don't have enough classes or there's some reason for them not to promote in belt rank, that's fine. Let's have a conversation so we can make a specific plan. Taking testing away as a punishment actually destroys the process. We want them to test, and then at that point, for whatever reason, well, you would have promoted, except this is behavior, this is your bad behavior, this is what needs to change, or this is what needs to fix. Or for our upper belt ranks, there's a handful of people that are going to struggle to pass this time. There's a lot of difficult techniques on purpose. Failure is our friend. We want the kids to understand if they don't put in the time and they don't improve, they're not going to get the reward. So it is super important that we always test every 8 weeks. I can't stress that enough. So you want to make sure that you register for belt testing in the app. You want to make sure that you order your child's belt ASAP if you haven't already. There is still a supply shortage, so sometimes when you look in the app, a particular color or size may not be available. And that way we want to make sure that you have the belt for belt presentation. So if you have any questions at all, if you have any doubt that your child should be testing, please reach out. Let's have a conversation and make sure that we're keeping the best interest of your child in mind. Leadership training this week. We're going to be working on emotional maturity, how to handle situations when things don't go our way, like belt testing, but more importantly, how to handle them in our everyday life. And then we're going to be taking the square drill and starting to transfer it into music. So we're going to start teaching you guys how to use the square drill to learn an instrument and play music even faster. So that's really going to be fun. Little Dragons this week are going to be working on coordination, learning our lefts and our rights, and being able to see which side is the dominant side and bringing up the other side so that they are almost equal. There's going to be some things that it's perfectly okay to be dominant on one side, but more often than not, we want to have an equilibrium between the two. And finally, the kids karate, we're going to be reviewing everything for belt testing. This is Red Stripe Week. So parents, today, sometime this morning, you'll be getting an email for the survey. The red stripe is earned when you've registered for belt testing, you've ordered your child's belt, and you've completed the parent survey for belt testing. So much like our blue stripe last week, hopefully you guys had fun. I'm waiting to see some pictures. Our blue stripe last week was working on making your child belly laugh. So we saw a couple of great examples and pictures in it. Always like to see more. Red stripe, just like the blue stripe last week, is going to fall on you parents. So make sure you take care of that right away so that when you come to class, you can grab that red stripe and put it on your child's belt. That's everything that's going on. Really excited about the referral program, being able to see who's going to be the first to earn $300 and be able to spend that in a fun way. No class this Friday. Belt testing next week, leadership training, coordination for Little Dragons, all that fun stuff as a quick review. Again, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, hit the like button so that way we get an idea of how many people are seeing this each week. And I look forward to seeing you guys in class.